Hello, and welcome to today's HR Daily Advisor webcast, brought to you by Halogen Software. Today's program is entitled Inspire and Retain Employees Through Career Management. My name is Michelle, and I'll be serving as your host for the next hour. Before we get to the program, we just want to cover a few housekeeping items to get you familiar with the platform. At the bottom of your audience console, you will find the dashboard where there are multiple application widgets for you to use. If you have any questions during the webcast, you can click on the Q&A widget at the bottom and submit your questions. We will answer these during the webcast, but please be aware that if a fuller answer is needed or if we run out of time, your questions will be answered later via email. We do capture all questions. This will also be an interactive presentation, and our speakers will be asking you some questions throughout. So please submit your answers to those questions using the group chat widget at the bottom of your screen and to the right. Also, if you wish to obtain a copy of today's slide deck, click on the resource list widget. It looks like a green folder at the bottom of your screen. And if you have any technical difficulty, please click on the help widget. It has a question mark icon and covers common technical issues. If your technical issue does not resolve, please enter a question into the Q&A widget, and our team will gladly assist you. An on-demand version of today's event will be available approximately 1 day after the webcast and can be accessed using the same audience link that was sent to you earlier. So let's begin by introducing to you our guest speakers for today's session, Julie Harrison, Product Marketing Manager at Halogen Software, and Holly Kane, Product Manager at Halogen Software. Julie has spent more than 20 years in corporate communications with a strong focus on internal communications and change management. She joined Halogen in 2015 and brought her love for organizational development to her role as a product marketing manager for Halogen Learning and Succession Solutions. Holly Kane is a seasoned expert with 15 years of product development and product management experience in the software market. She is highly skilled at identifying, creating, and delivering solutions that meet customers' wants and needs. More recently, Holly took on an exciting new role as Halogen Champion, where she works internally to integrate talent management best practices into day-to-day life at Halogen. You can check out the full speaker bios in the speaker widget at the bottom of your screen. Thank you both for being here today. I'll now pass things over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, Michelle, and thank you for everyone for joining us here today. As you can see, what I would like to do first is just find out why you signed up for this webinar. I'm sure there must be some reason, and we'd love to know. And Holly and I will try and integrate that into our program today. So let us know. Use the group chat at the bottom and let us know. Was it a means to mitigate a risk, solve a particular challenge? Are you having issues with retention? Or maybe you want to increase your employee engagement scores? Let us know why you decided that you were interested in career management or internal talent mobility. Okay, so Lisa's told us engagement and retention. Yeah, we're hearing a lot about that. We have someone else who's new to HR, so they're jumping on, getting some learning going. We've got issues with retention, want to work on providing career paths for our staff. Yeah, a lot of engagement and retention I'm seeing here, as well as people that just want to improve their own knowledge, which is awesome. I'm always doing that myself too. I just want to see, there was one up here, lots of engagement and retention, retention and culture. Okay, building an HR department and interested in best practices. Okay, this is awesome.
My favorite words, engagement, retention.
Yeah, all right. We've got lots of people on the line looking at engagement and retention, Holly. So let's get going. What we planned for today, and we can modify it as we go along if people have particular questions as we go, is that we thought we'd talk a little bit about the concept of career ownership versus, say, internal mobility. Then I thought we could look at some low-hanging fruit. You know, as someone mentioned in this group chat, they're just starting up an HR department. So where would you start? What are some quick things that you can do to get going? And then Holly's going to show us a done-right example. So it's like a fictional story of how this could look once you get things up and running. Then I have 3 must-do actions if you're serious about getting internal mobility going in your organization. And, of course, I really like to save time for the Q&A at the end. So Worst case scenario, we might even cut some of our slides out and we'll just jump to Q&A because that is always an interesting part of the program.